Good afternoon. Today we're going to be talking about how to use Kahoot in your classroom. So as a teacher, you are going to go to kahoot.com. Click login. I always log in with Google. And then you are in Kahoot. There are two basic ways you can do a Kahoot. You can find one that someone has previously made, or you can create your own. We'll start by finding one. So you click Find Kahoots, and then you type in your topic. So today I've been thinking about 3 branches of government, and we'll search for that. You'll get a whole bunch of different Kahoots that other teachers have made. The first thing you need to do is check it and see if the questions are good for your classroom. From here, you'll click on an individual question and see the question and the answers. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. So this has some very good basic questions. Of course, you'll check them all. Once you have decided that the Kahoot is good for you, you can click play. If you have iPads, you can also do it as a challenge. In a challenge, students work at their own pace. As a whole class, you would click play. This is what we have to use on Chromebooks. The challenge mode is not compatible with Chromebooks. So we click play. Okay, now as a teacher, you have choices where you do player versus player. This has each individual student putting in their own answers, or you can do it teams where a group of people make up one team and then the teams compete. I'm going to click classic, and here we go, ready to join. We're ready to join. The students would have to use this PIN code to get in. And now I'm going to show you the student end. Students would go to kahoot.it instead of .com. Here they enter in the PIN code, which you would probably have displayed on your smartboard, and enter. They put in a nickname and click go. Now they are in the game. So on the teacher end, you will see your students start to begin to pop in here. You would then click start. By the way, if you have a student who you want to kick out, you would just click on them and you could kick them out. For example, if a kid puts in a username that you don't find appropriate. Okay, so this is what's displayed on the smartboard. The student sees the colored squares. They have to read the answers on the smartboard. So they read the answers on the smartboard and then click their option here. The faster a student puts in their points, the more points they get, kind of like it would play in a trivia game. So then as a teacher, you would click to go to the next question. You see your scoreboard. This is where you can get the kids a little riled up and having a little competitive fun of who's getting the most points. Click next, and the next question will begin to generate. This is asking about the executive branch, gives you 3 choices. So you then go to the student version and they put in the correct answer. When all the students have answered, the student will see if they got it correct or incorrect. So that's the basics of showing a pre-made Kahoot. At the end of the Kahoot, you can click Get Results, and you would see the scores of all your teams. You can also save the results and get a download, direct download or save to your drive of the results so you can see how each individual student performed on this, and that way you can really have some live feedback how well your students understand a concept. So I'm clicking save and it's popping it into my Google Drive. So here we go. I can click on it. You will see the date that it was played, who played, and some statistics about the students. You will get final scores, question summary, so you can see how kids did on each one. Of course, if you had done the whole quiz, you would see all the questions, and all the questions would appear on the tabs down below. This is great so you can see as a whole class how the students are doing on each individual question and by students individually. I'm now going to go back to the main Kahoot screen, and this is back where I was finding the Kahoots. So of course you just find Kahoots here. One option that I like about finding Kahoots, and I'm going to put back in that 3 branches, is that you can take a Kahoot that you've found from someone else and keep or throw away any questions or change any questions that you would like. So you can take this quiz and change it to suit you. I would do that by clicking the 3 dots and clicking duplicate. This makes an exact copy of the Kahoot where I would edit it. And then here I could look at the questions and decide which ones I like and don't like. So I click the edit button and it shows my first question. The United States is a democracy, Congress, Republic, Executive, and I indicate which is the correct answer. Click on the next question and you can look at and edit this as well. So you can keep or change any of the questions you would like to. When you're all done, you can either add your own questions, delete any questions, and then you would save it and use it however you like. I'm done with that. So now, my Kahoots. This is where all the Kahoots that you have used or made are stored. This is your personal library. You also can have Kahoots that someone has shared with you, or that, of course, you can make and share to other people. Finally, you can make your own Kahoot from scratch. You would click the new Kahoot. I usually do it as a quiz. Put in your title. You choose your audience. We are school. If you need to put that you're using any pictures or videos or anything like that, you can put where you're getting your resources from. And I'm going to add an image. And we're doing government, so maybe I'll use history. Perfect. Click the plus, and that pops it in. Click OK, go, and then you add your question. Maybe for this, I'll put what are the 3 branches of government? Typed in your question and your answers. You click to mark which answer or answers are correct. You can click more than one correct answer or have just one. And here you can actually review your question or add another question. Type in your question. I'm going to do who is the head of the executive branch. Pop in your answers. You can choose to put in a picture, either from Google, upload your own picture, or add a video. I'm just going to throw in a picture from here. Click the plus and pop it in. Then click next. Oops, I forgot to put in the correct answer. Make sure you click on the correct answer or answers. Then click next. So you'll keep adding questions until you are done. Then click save. You can edit it, preview it, play it, or share it. Click play. And then it's just like playing the other game that we saw. This is using Kahoot. I hope you enjoy using this in your classroom and you found this video helpful. Thank you.